What a horrible night to have a curse, but a great night for some video games. This is Castlevania Dominus Collection, out now on various digital platforms. I'm playing on Xbox. It is $24.99 as always. Full disclosure, they sent me a copy. So, here we are with the 3 of the games on the original Nintendo DS. Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, and Order of Ecclesia. But also in the extras, we have Haunted Castle, which was the arcade game for Castlevania, which was not very good, but brand new for this collection. We have Haunted Castle Revisited, where they fixed a lot of those major complaints with that arcade game, so congrats on that, Konami. But what happened here, back when almost all DS games had to have a D and an S in their subtitle of the game, we got Dawn of Sorrow. And perhaps you are wondering, well, how would you do a DS game on modern platforms? This is how. Our main screen on the left here, we have the map, and we have other various details on the right. I have got about a half hour into this game or so. Let us jump back in, and you can see I have my map, which you need for this kind of game, and I have, my other various levels and things I've been doing, and that whole business. And these games are still very, very good. If you like this genre, these are stellar bits of business. So I'm currently heading up, is my goal here. I think I'm heading up and to the right. Yes, that makes sense to me. Or perhaps down. Actually, no. Let's go down instead. So, if you have not played any kind of Castlevania game, well, what are you waiting for? But they did put out a collection of the Game Boy Advance games, which some of those are games that are in this same storyline, so perhaps get those played first, and they're also really good. So if you haven't played these before, definitely hop in. If you have, I think this is an excellent collection of them, and I love the idea of video game preservation on consoles that didn't have the games originally. So kudos for that, because of course, getting a DS in this day and age, it's not impossible, but hey, I like the idea here. It is a pretty sound thing. And from having played a bit of each of these, they're like, I didn't play them originally, I'm gonna play them now, because they're really good in terms of this franchise and whatever else. Now, if you're wondering, what about physical editions? Well, Limited Run is doing physical editions, but it's limited run, which means whenever you happen to get them, I could not say. It could be a year from now, because they're just, I tell you, they operate on their business model is get the money now, and then you'll get your thing eventually. I'm still waiting. That's creepy. I'm still waiting on a hat I ordered from them last September. It's been over a year. Waiting on my hat still, you guys. Like, what the hell? And now I'm just talking and botching things on this Chimera, this Manticore. But I like the eyes, man. There is some, games that are like this, that were on the DS, obviously were meant for a much, much smaller screen, but seeing them all blown up, some of this sprite work is really, really good. And I like it a lot. So we keep on hacking and slashing these skeletons in spooky season, because it is indeed October. So, a good game to play for that. And also a warp room. I can warp elsewhere if I had another spot here that was in, alright, I can go between the village and this lab. But, of course, I'm just making some progress here in, oops, getting hit. Now, I do have magic. Right now, I'm using the bone magic here to hit up. And also, I can change that. In my options, I have, obviously, equipment to acquire and levels to gain, but my abilities, as I get these souls, I've kind of got, not anything here just yet. But you can see, in the upper right-hand corner, skeleton, flying armor, and the golem. So that's kind of your magic skills, and obviously up and X is my skeleton power. But hey, got some stuff to collect here in Castlevania. And I keep getting hit, because I'm an idiot. Oh, good God, Pigman. Pigman. And the bomb squad is here. No thank you. I don't appreciate that. Can I hit through the ceiling? Doesn't seem to be. But yes, if I jump and then hit RB, I have a glide there, which helps for larger gaps. That's one of the things you get early on in this. And hey, it's Frankenstein! What up, big guy? How you doing? I'm surprised you aren't a boss here, but you hit pretty hard. But what up, though? Now, if you're wondering, because hey, this is a game that originally used a touchscreen, how that's going to work. Also, yes, took out Frankenstein's monster. I should emphasize there, the monster, not the actual Dr. Frankenstein. You know, semantics. But if I hit right trigger, there is my cursor to do any of the needed touchscreen business. I can hit here and hit it to touch the screen. But also, being a game with some modern gameplay enhancements, I can also say, you know what? I want to see that thing with Frankenstein again. I can hold left trigger, and I can rewind some time. Well, not a lot of time, but some time. So I can go back here in my gameplay. So, also, I can save whenever the hell I want to. Not just at the save point, just whenever you want to, you can save. Now, additionally, you do get the multiple regional versions of these games. So the US and Europe and Japan. Whichever happen to be your local region, you have that ability to use that version. Let's heal up here and then continue creeping down on the bomb squad here. Nah, bro. Just again, some really good sprite work and animations in these games that playing it now on a big screen makes it that much more apparent how cool it was. And I love some good 2D pixel sprite work, and yeah, I'm just gonna get hosed by here by the golem. Golem, bro. Look, relax. Use some magic here on you, toss some bones, and knock you down. That's what I do. It's the chair. Just random blue chair. Bro, another of the manticores. Fine, spit fire at me. I'll jump over you, and then you donezo. So yes, that is, you know, you kind of, if you know what this genre is, this should be very familiar to you. You go through the map, you get new upgrades, and you eventually fight some vampires and, you know, other various creatures of ill repute. I can now just, A, get this scarf, and then also I can just, you know what, I'm just going to save right here. In this room, it's fine. We're going to save and then pop out to number 2. So saving, yes, but of course, if you go save in the save spot, it saves you in the save spot. So either way you want to handle it, you can do that. We have other settings here. If you don't like the screen layout, you can change the screen layout for your various aspect ratios. If you really want to have the Nintendo DS experience, guess what? You can do that. Personally, for me, I would like to have it on a bigger screen, but you can have it in this original kind of aspect ratio and kind of go back and forth between, you know, map screen and your status screen. I think the first one here is pretty good. Now, the one thing to me that is kind of strange is that you have these games in the opposite order of release, because Dawn of Sorrow was first, then Portrait, then Order. If you weren't already familiar, you would say, all right, I'm going to pick the first one, that's the first game, right? And no, it's in the opposite order of release, which is a little weird. But Portrait of Ruin here. It continues to be a horrible night to have a curse, but also now we have dual protagonists in this video game. So you can switch and swap and also call in your buddy here to help you do some more damage. But yes, again, same kind of stuff here, equipment and magic stuff, and yeah, it's kind of there's kind of a lot in here in those games on the DS, and I think they're quite good. But otherwise, it's more spooky skeletons doing their dark magic, and for some reason, giant jellyfish, because why not? It's cool. We gained a level here and squashed that jellyfish. But also, now there are other magical bits and bobs to deal with. I think it's up and B. This one is to get that thing going on there for the definitely much more powerful hit combo type deal. But also, he has ice. That's not. I don't like the ice. Not a fan. But also, those guys come get you, and it's not good. And it's not good. Those damn mini devils. Oh, this dude is hilarious. If I change to her, he's like, my lady, I love you. Now I'ma stab you. Now I'ma stab you. Zekino. Why you stabbed me, bro? What happened? And then flowers. That's if you are the dude, he wants to fight you. If you are the girl, he's like, bro, my love. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Anyhow, back to the beingness of being in beingness. And it's Castlevania. And I do enjoy a good Castlevania with my time. Certainly in this time of the year. It is... See here. He has a sword, he wants to fight you. So, it would behoove you to not be the dude when you want to see him in combat. Because that's kind of how that goes with that. But, I will show you here, I think it's the... Alright, that's one of the warp points here. So again, we have different warp points in that measure. And... freaking bones, man. Freaking... Nah. I have the vampire killer. Alright, and of course, you know, your boy Dracula up to things here, but save the game, and it will save there, even if you aren't doing the save with the left trigger. It is an option for you. I love having various options in my games. Give me all the options. Open the door. Get on the boss fight. Oh boy. Oh, hi there. Nice to meet ya. That's gonna be a problem for me. And I forgot what the button is here to do the special thing. There it is. That one there. Up and Y. But again, no, yeah, you get out of there, because he's gonna do that. Can I get the head from here? No, I can't. That's a problem. I can get the body more. Oh, good God, that's a... Yep. The souls of the damned. I'm gonna die here, it's fine. You get the idea, right? Game over. It's supposed to be a V, but it looks like a B to me, but hey. And of course, Order of Ecclesia. And here we are in the third and final game on the DS. And this has a whole different system of business to handle in terms of what your magic is, what your combos are, and what you can do with the right bumper here and slingshot yourself up. And I think there's another fight in here. I think there's another boss fight I was at. Yep. Guess what? Giant shrimp thing with a face inside of it. It's creepy. Oh god. So here you're supposed to kind of get up there with the... do this when he's doing that. So just creepy, like really good, really creepy sprite work. And I appreciate that. So yeah, you got glyphs and relics. And, you know, I also have things... What are my items here? Potions to heal up. And do that. And hang out. Bro, you're a creep. And I don't like that at all. No. The other way. Do combos. Yeah, I'm gonna die here. It's fine. You get the idea. It's, man, the boss fights are not easy. Now, you're also governed there on that by your magic meter, which clearly I definitely had a bad time. And so, once again, a game over. But speaking of game overs, if you want to get a lot of game overs, I recommend trying out Haunted Castle, the original version from the arcades in Japan. It's a very difficult and unforgiving and kind of unfair video game. And man, that boy Dracula, always getting up to things, gonna steal your beautiful bride here. So, you know, arcade attract screen type business. Say, hey man, I gotta play that, I gotta save her. And here we are with this dude. And again, this was an old game, but even being an old game, there are better old arcade games than this. Because it gets real cheap, real fast. So, you know, push in them quarters, because you're going to need them, because it gets very unfair very quickly. Nah, skeleton, no. The bat got me. It's uncool. There's some weird enemies in here, too, so it's... Bro, zombies. The zambi... Bro, the zombies. I chopped you with the whip. I did. And you crumpled and came back to life. And you just get hit on this thing. And here's the boss fight. The boss fight is just this wall that is trying to hurt you. Like, bro, what did I ever do to you? It's a lot. Yep. I made it, though, with 2 hit points left on, and I'm dead. You know, now, what if that was a better game? Haunted Castle Revisited. Some brand new sort of Castlevania business for you here in 2024. And yeah, you know, kind of a very similar vibe, but man, Dracula is still kind of a dick. So, you know, doing his thing here. I like that there's a new sprite work here in this year. Like, Having new classic sprite work to me is super cool. But here we are in a much better version of that game. So it's very similar, but some stark differences here, primarily being the, hey man, it's not nearly as hard, and also has some better, more modern effects graphically. So I appreciate that as well. Like, combine the old and the new, and I'm all about it. Here's another zombie. I got him. He done as another one. It's DJ Khaled, another one. So we'll go a little bit farther here, but you know, you kind of get the idea of what this is. And man, I'm getting hit way less because it is a bit more fair in how they handle that business. I forget how to use the sword. I have it, I don't know how to use it. Make them sick jumps and avoid that business down there. No thank you. No thank you, Skeleton Man. I don't appreciate. Yes, give me that. Get the crow. Get the zombie. Ain't no dang. Oh, good God. Here we go. So yeah, they've made some changes here. It's not just the same thing as it was, just, you know, with minor upgrades in the graphics. So I appreciate that too. Like, give me something different a little bit. You know, make it similar but not too similar. But also, give me fuel, give me fire, give me jabba jabba ja. Yep, fire. So yes, Haunted Castle Revisited, certainly worth taking a look at here in this Castlevania Dominus collection on pretty much every major digital platform available right now for a price of $24.99. You also had the usual, hey man, here's an art gallery and a nice selection of music. You can make your own playlists of this very excellent music. And yes, here you see American, Japanese, European, and even Korean for Order of Ecclesia. Pretty much all the stuff you would want in a classics collection. I think they did a hell of a job here in Castlevania Dominus collection. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos right here. I'll see you next time, and I'm out.